The main features of the Finnish people and the Finnish armed forces, you could describe it by saying sisu, which is mental resilience and readiness to cope with harsh conditions, and still you are able to continue. We say that ketju on yhtä vahva kuin sen heikoin lenkki, and that means that the chain is as strong as its weakest link. So we want to make sure that our chain is very durable.
Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine not only changed the security landscape in Europe, it also acted as a catalyst for Finland's accession to NATO, membership which was confirmed in April 2023.
We decided to join because we saw that the membership would increase our security to this new environment that is foreseen. That's the very basic, simple reason.
But from a military and geographic standpoint, what does NATO membership mean for the country itself? And what does Finland bring to the NATO alliance?
We share the same neighbors than the Ukrainians. It means that also we can provide some experience and expertise about how the Russians they are behaving in our neighborhood.
We have a 1,300 kilometers long eastern border with Russia. That is something we have to always keep in mind. Even as a member of NATO, Finland is responsible for defending its own country.
Finland's membership of NATO effectively doubled the size of the border between NATO allies and Russia, and that border requires monitoring at all times.
Eli ollaan Sallan rajavartioalueella ja tarkistetaan raja, Suomen ja Venäjän välinen raja. Minä olen koiraohjaajana, toimin täällä ja koira ilmassa, ja jos on tullut raja yli henkilöitä, niin koira ottaa sen jälleen ylös.
Well equipped and with military training, the Finnish border guard operates under the Ministry of Interior. However, if a crisis was to occur here, they could be integrated into the Finnish Defence Forces and could therefore be the first line of defence.
No kyllä minun mielestä on tosi tärkeää, että se on valvottu on. Se pidän tärkeänä. No se on olla itsenäisessä Suomessa ja sen takia. Eli haluan, että Suomi on jatkossakin itsenäinen maa.
And while there is no immediate threat on the border, this proximity to Russia is what prompted Finland to abandon their neutral status and join the alliance. But membership in this region works both ways.
If you think about our location in High North region and also the Baltic Sea region, both areas with significant strategic value, and we are one of the stakeholders in this area, so it is important.
Finland has a population of just 5.5 million. However, the wartime strength of its armed forces is a substantial 280,000. And the reason for that is its comprehensive conscription service.
Conscription is the core of our system. It's a glue which combines the whole Finnish nation. Everybody has been living in tent with other Finnish guys. Everybody has been taking part in these exercises, having field rations, getting cold, getting wet, and fighting together.
According to the Finnish constitution, every citizen is obligated to take part in national defence. All men between 18 and 60 must complete military service, and women can participate on a voluntary basis.
Intti on aina ollut mun haave. Siis mä oon pienestä asti aina haaveillut, että jotenkin kun isovanhemmat tai niin kuin paappa varsinkin kertonut tarinoita sen omista kokemuksista Suomen niin kuin armeijassa, niin tuli semmoinen fiilis, että vitsi, että mäkin haluan lähteä. Ja jotenkin muutenkin semmoinen niin kuin maanpuolustustahto, että kyllä mä niin kuin täällä haluan olla.
We have seen the increasing number in willingness to defend the country after the war started in Ukraine. The numbers were high already before, but now all the people, men and women, are more willing to do something for his or her country.
Finland also has one of the largest artillery capabilities in Europe, with an arsenal of approximately 1,500 weapons.
We have a modern system of far-reaching joint fires, but the main essence of our defense system and extra value for NATO is our capabilities to fight a long-lasting warfare in deep forest area. Finnish joining to NATO increases the safety and security in Europe and especially in the Baltic Sea region.
With Finland's location as one of the nations bordering the Baltic Sea, and with the Gulf of Finland an important hub for trade and transport, Finland's Navy needs to perform a variety of roles.
The Navy main task include surveillance of our territorial waters and repelling maritime attack and territorial violations, if any. And of course the Navy is taking care of our vital sea line of communications and protecting those.
As well as these primary functions, the Finnish Navy performs multiple tasks related to the protection and defence of the surrounding waters. This mine countermeasures ship is responsible for detecting, identifying and neutralising underwater explosive threats, like sea mines.
Previous wars have proven that the Baltic Sea and Gulf of Finland is very easily mineable. We're talking about shallow waters, rocky bottoms, very hard sound profile. Conditions are very hard for mine hunting, and that's what we're good at, and that is something that we can bring to the NATO allies.
As well as protecting the Finnish coastline from the sea, it is also protected from the air. And the backbone of the Finnish Air Force is its fleet of 62 FA-18 Hornet jet fighters.
We need to be ready 24/7 for the identification missions, mainly at the Gulf of Finland and Baltic Sea. So that's how we do it. That includes air surveillance, which means the recognized air picture which the Finnish Air Force is providing for all the services in the Finnish Defence Forces.
The Finnish Air Force has long trained and operated alongside international partners, but since Finland's accession into NATO, that cooperation has been stepped up as they integrate into Allied air defence strategy.
It's about doing the same thing on the same way to be effective together, and that is important that we can really work together closely, sharing the tactics and the knowledge. Behind that is the wartime capability for air operations.
And with the FA-18 set to be replaced with 64 powerful F-35 fighter aircraft starting in 2026, Allied air defences in the region will become even stronger and more integrated than they already are. Finland's defence forces are woven into the fabric of its society.
It's all about geography, it's about history, it's about population, how we think we can survive here. It's everything, I would say, in the Finnish defence solution.
Bringing this comprehensive approach to NATO strengthens the alliance in vulnerable regions such as the High North and the Baltic Sea, and reinforces the principle of collective defence on NATO's eastern flank. For Finland, joining the alliance means they are protected under Article 5. An attack on one is an attack on all.